Hello and welcome back to my Out of the Park 19 Let's Play with the Kansas City Royals. Here we are in July 2018, our first season, about midway through, and things continue to get worse, and really we've been in free fall ever since Mike Moustakas got injured. As you can see over here, we are 29-54, so things are not going so hot. We go to our team home screen. Ian Kennedy and Jake Junis, their ERAs continue to climb after the hot start they had. I have promoted Jesse Hahn from AAA Omaha, and we'll see what he can do. Add a fresh arm into our rotation. Bullpen has also started to fall off, so just not good. We had such a strong start, but things seem to be falling apart rather quickly. Whit Merrifield is still having a good season. He's hitting .286 and has 27 stolen bases, but only has a 1.2 wins above replacement. So I'm guessing he's not having a good defensive season. But the stolen base totals are getting pretty crazy. So he's having a good season on the base path. Victor Caratini, who I got in the Danny Duffy trade, is playing well. He's probably my best hitter, has an OPS plus of 122, so at least I have a young bat in the lineup that's doing well, so at least some good news. And Adalberto Mondesi is the other player in the lineup that we really actually have planned for the future, and he's currently hitting .221, so not great, but once he gets on base, he is a threat to steal, so that's always nice. But anyway, we are at the international amateur free agency period, so we can basically throw a bunch of money at some young international kids and add them to our farm system. So I really stress the importance of making sure we had $5 million available going into this period, and right now we have $5.5 million. So I did trade Lucas Duda for a young outfielder prospect. I think I covered that last time. Pretty sure I covered that last time, but I will cover it just super duper quick. I did trade Lucas Duda for, let me see if I can find him really quick, Billy McKinney, who he just has some decent potential bars, a 2.5-star potential outfielder, and my outfield right now is really weak, so I was able to get rid of Lucas Duda, and John Jay. I traded John Jay. Really, it was just a salary dump. I got a no-name prospect in return, but I was able to clear up a couple $1 million and get us above the $5 million mark. And the reason that is so important is because $5 million is the cap that we can spend on international amateurs, and this is, in my opinion, the biggest advantage that the player has over the AI, is that basically if you just pick the best prospect and throw all $5 million at them, you're essentially guaranteed to get them. But the bad news is that I really don't like any of the players that are available, so that's kind of a bummer. So if we sort by potential, we got this shortstop, Luis Toribio, who has some okay bars, good contact, looks like he's going to be a good defender, okay gap power, he can hit for a little bit of power, but I'm really not a fan of the eye discipline and the avoid Ks. OSA seems to view him as a little more balanced, so we'll definitely consider him. This guy has some interesting bars, but I am in no way, shape, or form interested in this 30 contact, so he's definitely not a candidate for me to sign. And I'm just not impressed, so I'm going to sort by contact. We have this center fielder, not a really good defender. 60 contact. It's just nothing special. Man, I was really hoping that there'd be a better selection of players here, and there is a starting pitcher. Let's take a quick look at him. He's got 3 okay pitches, but everything else is just kind of average. Not really feeling that either, so I think this shortstop is who we're going to end up going with, and hopefully the OSA is a little closer on his eye discipline and avoid Ks, because if these become 50s and he develops this 60 contact and this 55 gap power along with these defensive ratings, then he can be a good player. So I think this is who I'm going to go after. So his demand is a lot lower than 5 million, but I really just don't want to mess about with it. I don't want to get in a bidding war that can quickly escalate to $5 million anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead, offer the full $5 million for him. This offer is going to knock his socks off, and he's going to join the team. So I'm just going to sim ahead. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and delete all messages so we start off in the clear. I'm going to sim ahead a couple days until he signs, just to confirm that I get him. And we lose to Cleveland. And probably going to lose to Cleveland again. I mean, man, ever since Moustakas got hurt, it's been bad. But yep, here we go. Luis Toribio, he's on the team. I'm going to add him to my prospect shortlist. He's 17 years of age. I'm going to put him in the Dominican Summer League. We'll watch him closely. If he performs really well, we can send him back up. So while I'm at it, let's just take a look at some of our prospects that we have in the minors. Sully Matias is currently our best prospect by potential rating. I've moved him up to Wilmington in advanced A-ball, and he has struggled, but only 40 plate appearances, so it's still been... I'm going to give him a little bit more time, a couple more weeks, and if he's still struggling, I will go ahead and send him back down. Ashton Bardzell, one of my recent draft picks, my 5th rounder. He is hurt, but he only played 4 games, but he was hitting pretty well, an OPS of 1,000, so that's always good. He's injured day to day, so he should be back in the action here pretty quick. Another one of my draftees, this was one of my 1st rounders. He's also hitting well, OPS plus a 126. Obviously, we just got done with the draft. We're less than a month out from that, so pretty small sample sizes for a lot of these guys. Liam Henry is pitching really well. Another one of my draft picks, Khalil Lee. He's someone who's been in the scout system when I took over the Royals, and I moved him up to Wilmington, and he is continuing to hit well, so that's promising. MJ Melendez hit really well in Lexington at 147, but in Wilmington he has struggled so far, but only 55 plate appearances. He just needs more time. And where's Nicky Lopez? So Nicky Lopez is in Double-A, still struggling, unfortunately. I was really hoping. He already has 50 contact, so I'm really bummed that he's not hitting well, because I'd really like to get him up into Omaha and then just go ahead and get him onto the team, but it's just not looking good for right now. He maybe, hopefully next year he can break through. Nick Prado is one of our best prospects in real life. Not quite putting it together in Lexington. Just sort of an average OPS player. Probably going to leave him down there. Brewer Hicklin, he's just a 1-star potential at this point. Should probably remove him from this list, from my short list, but he's hitting pretty well in Lexington, and he was hitting well in Wilmington. So I'm going to put him back in Wilmington. I don't know how he got sent back down to Lexington. That's pretty strange, but you know, we're just going to keep a close eye on these guys. I think at the end of July, I'm going to reassess everybody and move people around as necessary, especially our recent draft picks that are sort of in rookie ball, because if they're doing well, I'm just going to go ahead and put them right into single A. But we did win in Cleveland last game. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 7-0 win. Who got the win in the pitching? So Jason Hamill was on the mound, went 6 scoreless innings, and Richard Lovelady pitched 3 innings for the save. And home runs, Drew Butera hit a home run. So we're going to go ahead and play versus Cleveland. Jake Junis is on the mound. Seems like last couple videos we've watched Jake Junis, and it has not gone well. So hopefully he can turn it around. And as you can see, Cleveland, a much better team than us, as they had the advantage in every aspect except pitching. So this probably isn't going to go well, but we'll see. We will see. So Francisco Lindor, we're just going to pitch at him. And hopefully we don't give up a home run. Junis likes to give up home runs. And there's a quick out there. I didn't happen to look at the division standings, but I would imagine Cleveland is leading if I had to guess. And I would have to guess that they are playing quite well. So 2 outs here, full count. And that will do it for the top of the first. So Junis gives up a hit, but no damage done. Whit Merrifield at the plate. He strikes out. Alcides Escobar will also strike out. And Victor Caratini will draw a walk for Chesler Cuthbert. Never a good feeling when Chesler Cuthbert is your cleanup man. That's just how this season has gone in a nutshell. And that is a home run. Also how this season has gone in a nutshell. Just can't get anything going in our favor. As that is ripped right up the infield, and we can't stop that one. And a bunt. We do get the out, thank goodness. I was afraid that we would walk him because he had 3 balls. Andy Diaz. And that's going to bring a runner home. Throw not in time. So 2-0 Indians. Junis walks one for Francisco Lindor with 1 out. This is terrifying. And he walks another one. Does get a strikeout there. Can he get himself out of trouble? He can. Okay. 2-0. It could be a lot worse for Salvador Perez. Perez takes ball 4. Ryan Goins, never a good thing when he's in the lineup. And that's a double play ball. Oh no, just a fielder's choice. Ryan Goins uses that speed to avoid the double play. Jorge Bonifacio, who we called up from Omaha, he strikes out. And Abraham Almonte, who started off the year very hot, will fly out there. That'll do it for the 2nd inning. So hopefully Junis can rebound and at least get us some innings here. Let's just check our bullpen. And we have people that are okay, that are rested anyway, so that's good. So we don't have to force Junis to go deep into this game if we don't want him to. But that's a nice 1-2-3 inning for Jacob Junis. He needs that. And Mondesi really struggling at the plate this year. Strike 3, you're out. He strikes out. Merrifield's going to get on base here, and let's see. We're going to steal second. Oh, with a pitch out, but he still makes it. Good job, Whit Merrifield, as he continues his just outrageous pace of stealing bases. So that gets him over to third with 2 outs for Victor Caratini. And we will strand Whit Merrifield on third. I have incomplete lineup, so something happened to Jacob Junis. He is hurt, and it's not going to let me see what he did to himself. Oh, there is hamstring soreness, so I have to throw in a reliever that is cold. Who has decent stamina? Nobody. No, he's my closer. I don't want to use him. So nobody really has good stamina. So I'm just going to put in Tim Hill. Just another curveball this season has thrown us. Oops. My mouse is really giving me issues. I need to get a new one. Yes, that's what I want to do. Perfect. So Tim Hill is the new pitcher. This is going to be a real team effort by the bullpen to get out of this, to get to the end of this game. And that will be a 1-2-3 inning for Tim Hill. Cuthbert at the plate. That's a strikeout. Perez at the plate. Ooh, that's a well hit ball. Well, got a little too far underneath it. That's going to go back to the warning track for out number 2. Ryan Goins takes ball 4, so the inning not quite over yet. Bonifacio, that's a well hit ball, but it will. That's a good play by the right fielder there to prevent the run. Tim Hill gives up a hit to Francisco Lindor. Oh, double play. That's a good job. That's a good job. That's ripped to the gap. That's going to be a double, 2-out double. Tim Hill still doing okay on stamina. Hopefully we can get this 3rd out soon. And there it is. Tim Hill gives us 2 scoreless innings. Unfortunately, these 2 runs by the Indians looks like it might be enough with how awful our offense has been. And Whit Merrifield back on. And that is a hit. No. That is robbed by the center fielder. We're going to go ahead and warm up Justin Grimm. We're going to try to get through the inning with Tim Hill. Oh, that's ripped right at Cuthbert, but he can't make the play, so that's going to be a single. That's ball 4. Tim Hill kind of unraveling here. That's a high fly ball, but will stay in the ballpark at least. Runner tags and advances, so runner is on the corner with 1 out. Let's try to get a double play ball. Yeah, let's try to get a double play ball here for Tim Hill. And that looks promising. Nope. We'll hold the runner at 3rd. So we're 1 out away from getting out of this inning. And Tim Hill gets the strikeout. So I'm going to go ahead and put in Justin Grimm. Tim Hill gave us 3 shutout innings. Very good job by him. It's exactly what we needed after Junis has to leave early with a hamstring injury. Caratini up to bat. And who was that? Kipnis had trouble fielding that, so Caratini gonna get on base. That will not be charged as an error. Just a good hustle by Caratini to get on base for Chester Cuthbert here, who does take ball 4. So 2 on for Salvador Perez. That's a decently hit ball, but just not good enough. Oh, and Ryan Goins at the plate with runners in scorer position. Full count. That loads the bases for Jorge Bonifacio. Really need the youngster to come through here with the bases loaded. Swings on the first pitch. Come on, get down. And that will stay up for the center fielder to make the play. Royals strand 3 runners in that inning. Just can't buy a run. It's been that kind of season. Francisco Lindor with the leadoff double. Michael Brantley will take a walk. Jose Ramirez will take a walk. This isn't going well. Get some outs here at least. Get the force out at home. And he's safe at first, but do prevent the run from scoring, so that's big. And then we did a bases loaded walk. Well, we're going to have to go up and warm up Brandon Maurer. We're going to visit the mound. Good for another hitter or 2. Well, you say that as you walk another one. We'll give you one more try. And, just a terrible inning. So we got to bring in Maurer. Just get some outs, man. Get us to the end of the game. Strikes out 1. That's a wild pitch. That's going to score another run. Walk the base, load the bases again with the walk. And that will finally do it for that inning. A 4-run 7th inning with just a ton of walks by the bullpen. And that's going to put the game out of reach. Almost certainly. Maybe we can get Whit Merrifield on base again, but nope. Can't even get that to go our way. At this point, I'm just hoping Brandon Maurer can finish the game. Just take the L and try again tomorrow.
Strike 3, you're out.
Bottom of the 8th inning, running out of chances here. Victor Caratini up to bat. Can't quite get it past the first baseman. Chester Cuthberts.
Strike 3.
Strikes out looking. Maurer looks like he's going strong, so we're going to give him the chance to finish up here. So he gives up a leadoff home run and a walk and a base hit. Oh no. Gonna be one of those innings again. I don't even know who to warm up. Obviously, we don't need to use Herrera, so we'll warm up Trevor Oakes,
Strike 3,
who
you're
we
out.
had as a starter but really struggled, so we've stuck him in the bullpen. We are going to get a double play ball there to end the inning. Bottom of the 9th here, down by 7 runs. Obviously not going to win this game, but it would be nice to score a run as Salvador Perez going for extra bases. Good hustle there by the catcher. Ryan Goins. We're going to pinch hit. Nope. I was going to pinch hit Alex Gordon, but he is hurt. But we can pinch hit Jorge Soler, because anything is better than Goins at this point. Come on, mouse. What are you doing? There we go. Yes. Alright, Soler. A home run would be amazing right now. And instead he strikes out. So can Bonifacio do anything? No, he cannot. Can Abraham Almonte do anything? It's a well-hit ball, but right at the right fielder. And that'll be the game. We fail to score a run. Our attendance, still 20,000. Why 20,000 people are showing up to watch this garbage? I do not know. But Whit Merrifield steals another base. He's up to 30, and we're not even at the All-Star break. That's really all that we have to hang our hat on. And this season has gone south very quickly. But anyway, I'll probably join back around the All-Star game, and then do an episode that includes the All-Star game and the trading deadline as well. So hopefully we can turn it around a little bit in that time, but until then, I'll see you guys next time.